Guys, welcome back. So this week's video is going to be a bunch of kind of mini reviews for a bunch of really popular foundations. So if you guys seen my Instagram or Facebook post recently, I got out all of my foundations and counted them and took photos and stuff, just as like I was just wondering, and there was 94 and so it kind of hit me like, whoa, why? It just kind of inspired me, hey, like I get questions a lot regarding foundations because literally there's probably one of everything in there. But so I thought it would be a good idea to make a video for you guys about a bunch of foundations that are rather popular and that I frequently get asked about. So I thought I would just combine it all into one video instead of having one full massive video about one foundation. So hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so the first foundation I'm going to talk about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. So this foundation has been around for quite a while and most people buy this as their first kind of high-end foundation just because it's such a cult favorite and it has been for so long. So my shade is 1W1 or like bone something, I don't know, pretty light. So this foundation, I feel, I'm not too experienced with beauty blenders because I only recently just started using one. You do have to work rather quick with this, and I also have the Double Wear in the blue tube as well. They're actually quite similar, especially in coverage consistency, so pretty full coverage with this. It's not the heaviest, but it doesn't feel totally weightless. Yeah, you do have to work very fast with it. So don't just like dab it all over your face and then blend each area out. Just like work as you go and really buff it in because it really does need quite a strong hand to apply evenly, and I like to go over pretty much with every foundation with a beauty blender afterwards and just pat everything in, make sure there's no streaks and make sure it's not clumped up in certain places, which you can get with this because, you know, it's pretty sticky, it's pretty tacky, which is actually kind of a good thing in my mind anyways. It's definitely not thick or, you know, it's just a little hard to blend, but it lasts so long even if you don't set it. But obviously I do recommend setting it, but it lives up to its name, Double Wear. It stays in place for like 3 years. Okay, the next foundation is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and I'm in the shade Light 4-ish. I'm in between Light 3 and Light 5. But this is Light 3 Gobi, and as you guys know, I've been using this foundation for quite some time. Quite similar to the NARS Sheer Glow, maybe a little less coverage. I'm not too sure. I don't know, I've never been the biggest fan of the NARS Sheer Glow, and I don't have my colour in it anymore. So anyways, this foundation is super liquidy, so it's quite runny, but pretty good coverage for like considering how runny it is. Definitely works better with, in my opinion, I've only ever used it with a brush, but I feel like a beauty blender would soak up too much of the product as it is very liquidy. I have pretty normal skin, so I'm not super dry or super oily. I have heard this doesn't really work well with really oily skin, probably because of that really thin consistency, but I definitely recommend giving this a go, especially if you like the NARS Sheer Glow. Okay, the next one is also an old favourite, the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. I am in the shade Light Sand. This foundation, it is very like a paste. It's not runny, but it's definitely not like, I don't know, it's just, it is quite thick. It is almost like a clay texture, so it is quite thick and you can definitely feel it, but this is actually also really long wearing, especially if you set it with a powder. I only ever set my foundation with powder, so I never go bare. This actually lasts a really long time. Considering there isn't the most product in this, 1.7 fluid ounces, that's actually alright. But I feel like this has lasted so long, and I've only just recently started getting back into it, but I definitely recommend this if you are looking for another long wearing foundation that's also super full coverage, and I definitely recommend using this with a beauty blender. Moving on to something with a little less coverage, this is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Lightweight Flawless Coverage. So it looks like this. It is like the Silk Cream foundation that I like, but it's actually quite long, and this is in the shade Nude. Definitely a good one if you have oily skin. Obviously this isn't the most full coverage, but if you are like me and all you really want to do to your skin is even out your skin tone and you don't have too many things you want to cover or like any massive breakouts or anything, this is definitely a good option for you people. Even if you want a really flawless coverage, maybe try this as a primer. I'm not too sure, but I also use this with a brush and then go over with a beauty blender because it is so, you know, liquidy and like not really much coverage. So I do like to go over with the beauty blender to get rid of all the streaks and stuff. But besides this is a really good foundation, well not foundation, tinted moisturizer if you're looking for something a little more natural. And this baby, my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation in the shade Ivory. I have a full separate video on this, so if you want to hear my thoughts about this foundation, which I can assure you is absolutely incredible, I'll link the video below where I have my full review on it. You guys know this is a favourite of mine. This is the YSL Touche Eclair foundation. I'm the shade BD20. Absolutely awesome. Again, if you're looking for a more natural coverage, it's definitely maybe a light to medium coverage. It's not really thick, which is really nice. And it's also really lightweight. It's not as long wearing as the other foundations that I've already talked about, but it is definitely a good choice if, one, you have a very neutral skin color like me, so not too yellow, not too pink. This thing is pretty much right in the middle, which is awesome. Yeah, pretty much awesome coverage for, you know, how it feels and everything and how it lasts. So if you're willing to spend a little bit more, this is definitely a good option. Here we go. This one I probably get asked the most about because it is not only good as a foundation, it's good as like concealing tattoos, pretty much concealing anything. I could probably conceal like, I don't know, a full chest piece tattoo with this. This is the Kat Von D Locket Tattoo Foundation. As it says, awesome for covering tattoos. It is super thick and you actually do have to scrub quite hard to get it off with makeup remover. Definitely make sure you double cleanse. Jack, every time. So anyways, this is in the shade, is it L48? I always get confused about this. One of the shades. Definitely, again, quite a neutral shade. It's not super yellow but not super pink, so awesome for us neutral people. Takes forever to get through this. I've probably had this for ages, as you can tell. This is the old packaging, but yeah, it takes so long and it is such a beautiful finish. As you guys saw in my last video, you guys really liked that, by the way. Thank you very much for your support. It took so long to get that off, wow. I'll link that video below as well. Also, all the products that I'm mentioning will also be down there and I will link to each of their websites as well for you guys. So yeah, this is absolutely awesome coverage. Awesome, like wear time, lasts forever. The only downside, it is very heavy. It's not, I wouldn't call it cakey if you blend it right, but it's pretty much good for, I can see it being good for every skin type. Maybe not super dry because it isn't the most hydrating formula, but definitely give it a try. It is about 50 bucks, so absolutely awesome for your money's worth, I reckon. Here's another one I get asked about a lot. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Ivory, and I'm wearing this today. I've been wearing this a lot lately, actually. And this is like a more full coverage version of the YSL foundation that I love. And this is also very similar to the Shu Uemura foundation that I used to be absolutely obsessed with. So again, this is a common one for girls that are just getting into high-end makeup. A lot of people have been reaching to this foundation. So yeah, awesome. Recommend this with a beauty blender. Think it works really well with that. Make sure it's damp, by the way. Damp. Definitely give it a try if you are looking to get into the more high-end realm. See if you like it, see if you think it's worth spending that much money on, even though this isn't the most expensive high-end foundation. It's really yellow. I'm not sure about if there's any lighter shades than the one I have. I'm sure there is because this one isn't very light, considering that it's ivory. But if you have a very yellow undertone to your skin, if you're not, don't use this if you have like a warm pink undertone to your skin. I find this is very yellow, and the darker shade that I have as well is also really yellow. So I feel like that would only work with, you know, more yellow, olivey kind of skin types like mine. I feel like if you're neutral like me, you should be able to pull it off as long as your body's the same colour. So if you're very fair skinned, probably not a good idea this colour anyways. But I feel like Too Faced does make really good yellow based foundations, which is really nice for us light skinned people who are also yellow undertone, because a lot of brands really miss that mark. And another one I get asked about a lot is the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, and I'm in the shade G30. Another good one if you are yellow undertoned. This is even more yellow, I reckon. This is so insanely thin, like it is so full coverage but it literally feels like you're wearing nothing. It doesn't get cakey. You can use this with a brush, beauty blender, whatever. It works on literally like every skin type I've heard of. I'm not sure about super oily because this isn't a matte foundation. People say just add a few drops of this in with others, but I've just been using it straight and wow, this is absolutely incredible. Worth the money? I actually think yes. You are only getting a small amount of product in here. 0.5 fluid ounces, so absolutely nowhere near any other foundation that like common, you know, especially that I've talked about. But honestly, with how concentrated these are, it's totally worth it. So this is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and I'm in shade Buff, which is too dark for me. Use it anyways. If you blend out a dark foundation, you really can't tell. This is absolutely awesome, long wearing. It's pretty creamy for a stick formula that I found compared to like my Bobbi Brown stick foundation that I used to use. Another good colour if you are rather neutral or a bit more on the yellow side. I'm not sure about the lighter colours, but they do go really light in this range, which is really nice. Hourglass has always been really good for catering to literally every skin tone. It's just good job. I definitely prefer this over the Immaculate or whatever it's called, the liquid to powder foundation. This, like, really, they knock this out of the park in the stick foundation game. Oh, it's all the way up here. It's all the way up here. Thank you so much for putting out an awesome product in awesome packaging, and I definitely recommend this. Use a brush. Kind of got to be rough, but that's what you get with a stick foundation, even though this is rather creamy. So I definitely recommend this, even though it is a little pricey. I think it's totally worth it. You get so much product in this. So, excuse the Bella box, but hey, if anyone on here is working from Bella Box, hi, you guys are rad. I have everything in a box here. You guys may have seen, if you have me on Snapchat, I don't have a public Snapchat, so I don't really advertise that. I've been planning a giveaway for a while. It's only little because obviously I don't have all the money in the world to spend on makeup, even though it might seem like it. So I went out and got a few things for you guys, and I've also been sent a few things here and there from brands that I've decided to put in this box for you guys, as either I already have something like it or I can't use the product for whatever reason. So I haven't included any foundation, concealer or powders, obviously, because I don't know who's going to win this. So obviously I don't know the worth of what's in this box. I've just been collecting things for a little bit, and so I'm just going to quickly show you guys what's in here. So this is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo Leather 24-Hour Eyeshadow in the shade 80 Creamy Beige. This is a matte colour. Obviously I can't swatch it for you guys because it's still in the original packaging. So you'll be getting this. Now this is one of my personal favourites. I haven't used this on my channel yet, I don't think, because I only just purchased this for you guys. I didn't purchase a second one for myself, but it's got one of those awesome brushes that I absolutely love. You guys know that I love skinny brush mascaras. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless. Looks like this. Thought this would be a good mascara for you guys if you like lengthening mascaras especially, and obviously if you want volume you just layer this up. Trust me, it works. Obviously I didn't have the money to go and buy a bunch of my high-end favourites because I'm not rich. Okay, and this is the Chlorine Shampooing a la Chamomile. It's got shampoo with chamomile in it. It is a little bottle like this for you guys to try out. I absolutely love this shampoo range. I know Bella Box sends out a lot of chlorine products, so I've used some of their other shampoos before, and I absolutely recommend them, especially if you have either virgin hair, like your roots aren't coloured or anything like mine. I'm sure this would be awesome for oily hair as well. Okay, this is the Colour by TBN nail polish in the shade Emerald Envy. This colour is coming back into trend. I'm so excited. I love dark greens. Every skin tone literally ever. If you think that really white skin looks weird with dark nail polish, you haven't tried this yet, because these colours are awesome, and this brand also puts out really cool nail polish. Have a few others by them, and they are super affordable. So even if you don't win the giveaway, like, definitely check these guys out because they are super affordable for the quality. Okay, here's a more recent addition. This is the Woohoo Deodorant Paste All Natural, and this was sent to me by Happy Skincare. I thought this would be an awesome thing for you guys. This is really natural, and it's not an antiperspirant deodorant. So it doesn't harm your body in the way that antiperspirant does. It doesn't like clog your sweat glands because you're not meant to. So definitely this would be literally good for everyone, and definitely make sure you tell me how it goes because this sounds like a really cool product. Okay, I have a little sachet here of the Babor Skin Lavage PX Sensational Eyes Refreshing Active Pads. These are awesome. Oh my god, I know it's coming into winter and you don't really want cold things on your face, but these are an exception. Like, wow, wow, wow. Like, this is incredible. Like, whoever wins this, like, make sure you tell me how you went. So definitely this is an awesome one, and you cannot buy this brand individually like this. This is a salon brand. Another face product is the, whoa, oh, that's a lot of Asian writing, Blemish Smart Mask. Oh, by Mediheal. Okay, I've done other masks by them before. It looks like this. So you have a little sachet up here of some serum, and then the, like, you know, the mask here. So you have your base and then the mask, the base on, blah blah blah, put the mask on. These are absolutely awesome. I've tried a bunch of their masks before. I would put some more either Skin Food or Skin Republic in here, but I didn't have time to purchase anymore, and this is the one that I had on hand that I was saving for the giveaway, so I was like, I'll just chuck this one in. And obviously this is good even if you don't have like super blemishy skin, and if you like these are actually quite inexpensive. I know there's a store in one of the Westfields in Brisbane that you can get this from. If you don't live near a Westfield, then you can find it online somewhere. And the last product is a Gerard Cosmetics Longwear Hydrant Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ecstasy. I've worn this many times before. It's very similar to Scorpio by Jeffree Star. Absolutely awesome formula. I'm wearing the NYX one today, by the way. Also really, really comfortable for for a liquid lipstick. These are also really, really long wearing, and they're definitely not drying. Sometimes I find Colourpop liquid lipsticks to be a little bit drying, and these are a perfect balance of, they still dry down, really good quality, and also Gerard Cosmetics is quite affordable as well. And obviously if you want to check out these for yourself, they, you know, have everything online, everything ships to Australia, which is awesome. But yeah, this is great colour, and I also think this would look awesome on every single skin tone. Like, whoever wins this, please send me photos. I want to see a package. I want to see your life. Okay, so to enter the giveaway, you must like my Facebook page and follow me on Instagram. Obviously, I always have the links down below, blah blah blah. Be subscribed to my channel. I'm not gonna go through and like check if you're subscribed, but obviously you should be if you have a YouTube channel or an account at least. I'm going to post on Facebook. You can either be, like, if you're friends with me on Facebook, then you share that post, and if you are following my page, then you can share the post from my page. Okay, that's it. So just make sure that you have 1, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and then 2, just share the page. That's all it takes to enter. All I'll do is look through all the people that shared, I'll put all the names in, and then I'll randomly generate a name. So I'm going to announce the winner next Friday. Yeah, so the winner will be completely random, and if you're friends with me on Snapchat, I'll probably film me doing this on Snapchat. So yeah, I'll make sure to update you guys during the week of how everything's going, and if you guys respond well to this, I'll obviously do another giveaway sometime soon once I collect enough products. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. Let's go. 1 week. Yeah, 1 week. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you press the little bell somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post. I post every Friday and then occasionally on Tuesday. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!